Hi, this is Illuminated Readings, and this is going to be a tarot reading for the sign of Cancer between the week of the 25th to the 31st of August. Let's begin. I'm channeling something here already. You might fancy someone. You might have like a crush on someone this week. I haven't even begun the reading. I think this might be a love reading. I don't know, but I feel like you have a crush on someone. But I feel like it might not be the best thing for you. I feel like it might be a distraction of some kind. Let's figure this out, what it is. You definitely have the hots for someone this week, Cancer. So coming into the week, you're closing off some sort of cycle in your life. I'm not sure what it's in regards to, but there's a cycle that's closing in your life coming into the week. This is something that has been going on for a very, very long time. And I've seen you learned a lot and you understand a lot more than you did before. I feel like you're more integrated within yourself as a being than you've ever been before, Cancer. You've sort of like leveled up, so to speak. I see you sort of planning and seeing your progress of how far you've come in life in general. I think this is more to do with you, and you're sort of standing strong from all that you have been through. I see your next moves are going to be done with vision, and you're going to be protected spiritually with whatever endeavor you decide to pick up on and decide to pursue. You're going to be protected from harm, whether this is love, whether this is career, whatever your next move is, you're going to be protected in the spiritual plane without you realizing. I see Spirit here and the King of Wands, and you don't realize that you're being watched by divine beings and protected from being hurt, from being burned. Coming into the week, however, at the beginning of the week, you might need to let go of something. I see you walking away from something, but it's like you've been hoping for something to come, or sort of hoping for something to happen, but you need to realize that it's just a mirage. It's just a mirage. It's not something that's real. And you need to walk away from it. And I see you do walk. You are walking, or you're letting it go. You're going inside. You're going introspecting. You're looking inside of you, and realizing that this thing is bullshit. It's fake. It's nonsense. And you're deciding very strongly that I'm not doing this no more. Whatever it is, it's betrayed you, it's lied to you, and it's deceived you. I can see this very clearly here. Whatever the situation is, it came to you very optimistic, with big ideas, or bright ideas. You thought the energy was right, whatever the situation is. It could be love. I think it is love, because I did channel the love at the beginning, so it might be some guy or some girl that's decided to sort of, betray you in some sort of way. This is coming into the week, and by the end of the week, you're going to be, feeling. Well, let's see how this goes actually. that's quite heavy. Um, so yeah, whoever this is, they came up to you and they were very optimistic. Um, you know, you saw them as very optimistic, not that they were. I feel like whoever this is a piece of shit, to be honest with you. I feel like this is more of a love reading. It could be career as well. If it's career, it's some sort of maybe some sort of promotion you were after, some sort of thing that you were trying to level up in your life, and basically, you're sort of deceived into doing more work than you should have been doing. And they sort of promised you all of this, you're going to be here, and this is, you're going to get this promotion, and this is going to happen for you, and that's going to happen for you. But I actually see you at the end of the week being very fatigued. You're very weary. It's like battle weary. You're very weary of, you're kind of like in effort mode. I see you very fatigued. But you also realizing you're very resilient because you won't allow something like that to happen to you. Maybe it's happened to you before, I'm not sure, but you wouldn't allow something like that to happen to you. I see you kind of, your eyes are sort of like popping out and just like you're glaring. You're like, how dare you sort of like tried some bullshit like this with me. And I see you at the end of the week being very in your mind, being very imprisoned by your mind, thinking negatively about yourself. You almost feel bound. You're getting this energy of like a disgust. I'm feeling your energy by the end of this week. It's almost like a disgust. It's not the you kind of disgust. It's like a disgust of like hatred disgust, like very like intense, like where like you're standing very strong. You feel like you're almost empty of emotion. You're empty of feeling. Is what I'm getting here. So to help you deal with these emotions that you're going to be feeling this week, I think you need to go shopping, or you need to be in places that you find luxurious, places that make you feel independent, places or people that make you feel. I think it's more of a place. I think you need to be more by yourself, to be honest with you, because you're going through this all by yourself, and being with other people, the feeling doesn't go, it doesn't get resolved, it just gets pushed to the burner, and then when you're by yourself, whenever you are during the day, it'll pop back up. So I do believe that to get over this sort of feeling, this energy, whatever it is, you need to be pleasure. You need to pleasure yourself. Of course, not like that, but you need to do some things that make you feel pleasure. Not happiness, pleasure. You need to feel pleasure. I think pleasure is a higher form of happiness, for me anyway. It's more fulfilled. It's like your soul's in it. And I feel like you need to, happiness is quite good, to be honest with you. I think they're quite different, but I think you need to be in an energy of pleasure to deal with this situation, whatever it is. Maybe go shopping, or you need to be in sort of like luxurious energy. You need to, not luxurious energy, but you need to go to a luxurious place, somewhere where you think is quite opulent or beautiful, or maybe like an art gallery or like a fancy restaurant or I don't know, something where is quite nice, and you need to feel I think you need to be independent. But during these energies, when you're going through these energies, you need to be quite independent. Not get people involved, and because they can't really help you. To be honest with you, Cancer. I mean, I feel you're quite strong. You're quite very strong. To be honest with you, you're like this at the beginning of the week. This is a very strong energy to be in. It means you have a lot of vision of what you're doing, what you're not doing, and you have a lot of honor. You move with a lot of honor, which means that you are very conscious about what you are doing and what you are not doing. So I feel like you're a really strong person. For you to be independent at this point in time would be more beneficial than hanging around friends, because it's just going to distract you. I mean, I feel like whoever this person is or situation is, obviously is been lying to you. It's been trying to deceive you into being with them or staying at this job or workplace or whatever it is. But you're realizing that this is all bullshit, and you don't want a part of it, and you're moving away. So I feel like for you, being by yourself would be more beneficial for you during this week, to help you heal from these emotions here, and to make you feel better in regards to your life in general. Yeah, material happiness, shopping, go shopping. So I'm getting here, if you stay in this Nine of Cups energy of shopping or whatever, initially you're going to be quite this, you're going to be quite this what's the word, dissatisfaction. You're going to be dissatisfied. You're going to be quite apathetic in the beginning of it. You're going to be like, why am I doing this? Is bullshit. I don't want to be here. Like, I'm feeling a certain way. Like, I don't, my feelings, don't want to be here. They want to do something else. But Spirit is sort of saying, look, I'm looking after you here. You don't have to worry. You're being protected. There's beings that I feel like you're not aware of these beings that love you, and they're looking after you, and they help you when you're in the worst of your times, and when you're quite stubborn. And when you're quite stubborn, like they do look after you. And I see that as you stay in this energy, you're gonna realize you're abundant. You're very abundant, and you're going to become more enthusiastic about yourself, and this is going to lead you into innocence, which is quite beautiful energy, to be honest with you, because you're gonna realize that you're alive. You bloom and whatever, but you're alive as well. I see you being more connected with nature, and being more connected with yourself, being more in a more pleasant energy by the end of the week, if you stay in this Nine of Cups energy. Okay. Yeah, see, look, I think it's definitely got to do with love, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's like you've been trapped. Look over here. Her hands are shackled. Her hands are shackled up here. So I feel like, it's got something to do with love. I mean, love has obviously got to do with love and relationships, but it's also could be a decision. So whatever it is, it's got you a bit shackled, but with its lies and deception, and how it presents itself as a I am the best thing, basically. Not saying that they saying it to you, but it's the way that they present themselves. That's how they want to be accepted, as they are the best things out there, but they're not really. They try to present themselves as bright, with bright ideas and having good energy, but they really don't. It's quite the opposite, is what I'm getting here. So I'm getting here, your challenge for the week is realizing that you're not abandoned, you've not been left out by the universe. You're not somebody that has been, you're not lost, basically. You're not a lost person, you're not been abandoned. I see this is your challenge for this week. I see that you have the capability, but the situation, obviously, it happens to people. It happens everywhere. People coming in and trying to be overly clever, but you're catching them out. So don't think that you're abandoned, that these people coming towards you, that you're not going to have what it is that you desire. This could be love, of course. um I see that. I'm getting a feeling that you shouldn't allow this, whatever this is, to overtake you. This disappointment of this situation to overtake your emotions, to overtake you. I see that you need to be in balance. You need to balance yourself, and you need to. It's almost like I'm getting like it's like a it's like you're juggling yourself, and it's uneven. You keep leaning to one side and the other side, answer to the other side. I feel like your challenge this week is to sort of, not forcefully, but like kind of grip your balance and being like, I need to be in balance. If that makes sense, you need to um, not let your energy leak out unnecessarily, and be more in control of how you express yourself. Because I feel like the more you're able to be in balance, the more quickly you'll heal from this disappointment, this letting go of whatever this person or the situation. You're gonna heal a lot more quicker, and I see the healing being very, very, very strong. It's not going to be healing that's just physical, it's a spiritual healing that you're going through. It's a combined spiritual and physical healing that you are currently undertaking from this situation. I think this is something that is maybe meant to happen in your life, something that you need to learn from. It's a cycle that you need to break, but you can only break this You can only break this if you're more in control of your energy. And you can only do that by being in balance with yourself. Yeah. You need to realize you're transitioning. This is your challenge for this week. I mean, all of these have been challenges. So you need to realize that you're transitioning at this point in time. You're healing. It's for your personal growth that this has happened to you, because you're going to be in a much better energy by the end of the week. You're gonna. Well, this is probably the one. You're going to be in this energy by the end of the week, and this one. So these two are both really good cards to have together. But you're going to be in a much positive energy by the end of the week. Just be mindful of, getting too lost in, your disappointment that, good things are not going to happen to you. And you need to be aware that good things will happen for you, because, you're very, you're very articulate, you're very, you're true to yourself. So I see there's no reason for these things not to happen for you, and they are happening for you, but it's just something that you need to go through spiritually to evolve and to level up in your life, basically. This is something spiritually ordained so that you can be abundant and prosperous and see growth in those areas of abundance and prosperity. Just be aware that you don't allow whatever this situation is to overtake you, is what I'm really strongly getting here. I see you're very strong in walking away from it, but it's the after effect of thinking about what I've been through, what just happened, and what's going to happen, will this happen again, and what's going to, these sort of thoughts. Just try to stay out of it. Try to be in balance. The best way I'd probably say could be to get in more balance would be, again, go shopping. Seriously, go shopping. You're going to feel a lot better if you go shopping. Be in this energy of independence, energy of enjoying luxuries, enjoying pleasure, and this is going to help you heal, and spiritually and physically. So I'm going to leave your. Wait, let me get you one more card actually. Yeah. Be like a child almost. Have like a childlike wonder with yourself, not with people, with yourself. Have like a childlike wonder towards life. Be in this energy that, anything can be possible for you. You can be as happy as you want. Life can be as beautiful as you can, as it, radiate from your soul, like, how you feel truly about life, not about people, but about life, and move in that integrity that that's who you are, as opposed to so and so did this to me, so and so did that to me, so I choose to be like this. No, don't be like that. That's going to hinder you in a major way from achieving your goals in this lifetime and what you want to be and who you want to be. By you being in this, almost like, when you were a kid and you were like, you're in nature and you saw like the moon for the first time, or the stars, and you're like, oh wow, or you go to somewhere where, you're like, is this real? Is this imaginary? Like, not people, but like places, like, like outdoors somewhere, like a park or something, I don't know, like a sea or whatever it was. Like, I have a feeling that you've had this before, and you're like, is this real? Like, you need to be in that kind of energy, because I feel like that's who you are. It's going to make you more stronger spiritually as well, by being in that energy. But just have like a childlike wonder towards yourself this week in regards to, having some fun, like go shopping. Just make sure that you're in that energy of luxury and pleasure, wherever it is, whatever it means for you, do that and let me know. Write me down in comments if this has happened for you. I'm going to leave you a reading here, and if you want, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and you should see me soon.